Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the World of Outlaw Super Late Models here at Knoxville. The fireworks are already going off for qualifying. That looks really good right there, actually. I've never seen like the wide perspective of that, but we are car number 3 out of this 17 car field. It was the only 17 guys that registered as well, so only split of the race. Hopefully we can not get a bunch of cautions with that being the fact, but we'll see. But I'm happy we're not car number 1. I thought for some reason I was going to be like car number 1 by a long shot, because it took a long time for people to even ready up and join the race. So hopefully we can do a decent time here in qualifying. Try to keep the car as straight as we can. Track's not that worn in. It's a little worn in on the bottom, but enough to where you can still run the bottom. You just got to be real careful with the throttle control down here. It's not really built up at all any higher yet. Through the race it'll get built up. 259, that's not terrible. If I can just start somewhat towards the front, I'll be happy. I ran like a 17.822 in my last practice on like a pretty clean track for the most part. So that was the fastest I have ran before. 288 in the second lap, not terrible but not great. They're in the low ones there, so I need to pick up my pace a little bit. Hopefully I could learn a little bit running behind them to start with, because we are 3rd currently. The 7 was a little quicker than us in practice, but we got him in qualifying, so that's nice. The outside lane might be slightly better, but I feel like right in the beginning I can make the bottom work, and maybe we can get that 3rd spot secured. But there's still a lot of people left to qualify, so I'll bring you guys back and get ready to take the green. Alright, we fell down the 4th. Ken ran 1,000th faster than Chris up there, so good times by them. All 3 of them are pretty quick. I knew I recognized Chris' name, or Ken's name, though. I've definitely raced him a decent bit. Hopefully we can have a pretty fun race up front. That would be nice. Because there's a lot of, well, at least the top 3 are really fast, and hopefully I could like kind of keep up with them and learn some things off of them. Because maybe I was running a slightly wrong line, or I was just missing the bottom, wasn't hitting it the right way. Because it is a little slick on entrance. If you overdrive it a little bit, you'll slide up. But I think there's only like, I don't know, 15, 14 people left in the lobby, because a couple guys left in qualifying. I think 1 left in practice. Which I never understand that.
Unfortunately, you're going to be on the outside.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the worst thing to be on the outside, though. I'd rather have started on the inside, but I think we can make the outside lane work, because the inside's starting to get a little slick already. So hopefully we can at least stay 4th. Have a good start. Stick with the top 3 as best we can. And hopefully we could hold off Thomas in the 7 from getting on the inside of us and getting by us, because I really don't want to have to try to get back by him. Because I feel like we're a little bit quicker than him. We just have to be consistent. Was consistent in qualifying at least. Ran around the same time. I think like 259 and 283 or 288, something like that.
Get through the first little bit here.
30 laps. There are cautions. Hopefully we don't get a caution fest of a race with it being the only split. I could definitely see it going that way, but I really hope it doesn't. Because Knoxville's a lot of fun to race on when you can get some green laps and the track gets real worn in. It gets a lot of fun when you have to move up the track. Alright, Ken, how early are you going to go? Pace truck's in. Okay, we had a decent start. The 7's pretty far back, so that's alright. And the 7 car is full throttling it through the corner. It nearly got us. And there's already first caution. We got to the back stretch. There was probably a wreck through 1 and 2. That was a scary start, though. Because I was just running the bottom fine, and I hear an engine right up my ass. With the 7 car, like, full throttling it through there. Oh, and that guy has flipped over. It looks like it's the 16 car. He was blinking pretty bad in practice, so he might have blinked or something, and, somebody got into him is my guess, but fireworks are going off for the first caution. That's nice to see. Way to celebrate somebody getting flipped. That's a way to start the race, but we're gonna have these caution laps. I'll bring you guys back and get ready to take the green again.
1 to go.
All right, coming to the green here.
Thinking about this restart a little
We'll
bit. We're going
re-rack
on the
them
outside.
and do it all over again. And hopefully we can actually get some green flag laps. That'd be nice. 'Cause I think it's going to be a tough battle between the top 3, and hopefully I could stay within striking range and learn a little bit in this race.
Slide back in your seat there, man. Get
My
both
goal
foot
for this
on the
race is try to learn off of them and work on my throttle control and keep the car straight, because that's one thing I've always been bad at, is throttle control when the track gets slick. That was a better start for us, but also a better start for the 7. Try to stick it to the outside. There's grip out there. Try not to get too sideways.
Clear.
He got slowed up by the 2, it looks like. There's a battle for the lead up there.
Still inside. Door clear. 18.797.
I feel like the slight outside lane could work, but I think the bottom is a little bit better to start with.
No!
Oh no, they got together.
Shit, I'm sorry.
I think the one was sliding up there, and Ken might have just got his back right.
I'm sorry.
That's unfortunate. Really unfortunate for the F1 car.
Smoked by the rest of the field.
Yeah, it was
I don't know,
close.
everybody missed me.
It was super close. I'm shocked nobody hit him behind. That's good driving by everybody.
I was feathering the brake so much. And it's,
Damn.
Man, I barely touched you. Man, damn it.
Well, at least like you could hear that
That's
he's disappointed in
iRacing, 'cause it's
that.
just touching somebody in
Because I'm the same
around.
exact way when I get into somebody like that. When I don't try to. Is Ken getting his spot back, or what's going on with that? I don't know if he's getting his spot back or not.
Closed right now.
But that was a wreck with the leaders. Sketchy. Luckily everybody missed it. Yeah, I don't know if he is getting a spot back. Where the hell is he at? He is in the back, so I don't know. Maybe he's giving himself an EOL or going to pit to come back out in the back. I don't know. Because he feels bad about that.
My dog just looked at me and shook its head and walked away.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Slide me back. That's funny. Like,
it hears me
so basically-
reacting. It thinks it did something wrong or something. Man.
Basically, this guy will throw a slider, and the back of his car says, "Slide me back." That's
Well, at least we got no
creative. I
damage.
like it.
That's the best thing out of that, especially considering we got 17 cars.
All right,
Yeah,
fellas.
that is
You're
very
in the roll
shocking. But we're starting second.
We can't win this thing on the first line.
No, that dog's
Gotta
just
be
not
smart.
used to
We
you
gotta
saying
take
I'm
time
sorry.
off the track. Gotta be smart in the pits.
That's
Girls,
funny.
you guys gotta be smart on
All
the
right,
race.
hopefully we can
Okay,
battle the
that's
2 car a
funny.
little bit for the
All the way
lead.
around us.
We'll see how this goes. 7 car had a really good restart last
Oh,
time,
just give me shit, kid.
and we had to hold him off.
I just took one.
Or usually when you get that excited, it's peanut butter involved, but not this time.
All right, pace truck's about to go in.
Now, when I say damn or shit real loud, it knows something's not right.
All right, go. You ready?
We had an okay start, so the 7, he's on our inside.
Good man. You be smooth, be smart. We'll get our turn again. Inside.
I think that was a pretty good corner. Like, somewhat pinching him down, but not completely. To where he can get his car inside, but probably can't get a good run off. That was a good 3 and 4 by him, though.
Clear. 18.5.
Because we're definitely not high enough up the track to
Working the 5.
throw a slider.
Clear low.
3 and 4 is still pretty good on the bottom, it looks like. I just can't get down there with the 7 on the inside. We get them in 1 and 2.
Clear.
We keep, like, barely, like, clipping together. And we're going into 1, it seems like. I'm trying not to put myself in the wall.
Clear.
Okay, we had a good entrance to 3 there. Good side-by-side racing. That's what I'm trying to avoid, is putting myself in the wall.
Clear, clear. 18.72.
Oh, I got 2 sideways there.
Side.
And he was not clear there, thank you.
I didn't mean to cut you off there.
You're all good.
Clear high. 18.9.
Oh, oh.
But we're getting some green flag laps now. See if I can try to get back by the 7 on the inside.
Clear on your quarter outside. Outside is clear.
Try not to completely slam into him. 3 and 4 is definitely so quick on the bottom. It's 1 and 2 that's the problem. Slide up above that slick line. Got on the gas way too early. That was terrible. Put ourselves in the wall again.
Clear.
I need to stop getting so full throttle on the straightaway to where my back end is kicking out like that.
18.834.
Do think the outside in 1 and 2 is better.
Inside.
Damn it, it's in the wall again.
Clear.
Really need to stop doing that. Because my problem's always been when I'm racing with people, I'm really bad at
Clear him.
controlling my throttle.
803.
And controlling your throttle is faster. Okay, got by him. And there was guys breathing all down our necks. The 8 car is right on me. The 1 car is already getting up here. He is flying right now.
7, 2. Get up on that thing and get a rhythm going.
Try to get to the bottom here in 3 and 4. Overdrove it a little bit.
Inside.
I was not in the bottom groove where I needed to be.
8.861.
I thought he was going to slide us there. I was ready to try to counter back on him,
Still there.
but he did not.
Clear low.
Yeah, the exit of turn 4 has a lot of grip on the bottom.
18.8.
But he's already back up here in second. He is absolutely flying through traffic. Let's see if he can try to catch the 2 car by the end of this race, though, if there's no caution. He's got half the race to do it. He is like 3.5 seconds back. I'm happy I cleared the 7, and we had a pretty good battle there.
Are you
And
serious?
caution. Sounds like it was with the 7, unfortunately.
I got lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Pit road is closed.
1 car got lucky there to catch
we
the
both
2
got
car.
lucky there, Ken. We both made it.
Yeah, Ken's already up to like 6th or 5th, maybe it looks like, so he's flying back up through the field. He's gonna be starting right behind me. But I feel like I have a little bit of speed. Not a ton like the top 3 cars do, or at least I'm car number 3, but 1st, 2nd, and 4th, like Jacob, Chris, and Ken. Ken will probably get biased pretty quick on the restart, I'd imagine. But we just need to get a good restart and try to hold this 3rd spot the best that we can. And I'll bring you guys back and get ready to take the green. There was some good racing there under green.
Oh, 1 to go.
All right, being on the inside is not necessarily where I want to be, but we're going to have to work with it. The 1 car was super fast down there, but he knows what the hell he's doing a lot better than us. If I could stay evened up with the 8 car going into turn 3, I feel like we could clear him off of 4 potentially. But my goal is to try to get a better jump than him being behind the leader.
Elbows out, getting into 1.
So we'll see how this goes. Because the 1 car is going to have a good jump. He knows what he's doing. He's pretty good. Well, he's very good. 2 cars flying there. Ken's very fast behind me, so I need to get my ass in gear and get going.
Pace car is on.
That was a pretty good jump. I'm very happy about that. I'm not going to do anything stupid.
That's it, baby. Stay after it. Outside. Clear.
Try to get this bottom working. I got a little too sideways there. Got it under control at least.
Outside. Clear.
I was shocked with how well I did turn 1 last lap, to be fair. That lap not as good. Still gonna stick to the bottom for 3 and 4, but I want to get back to that top for 1 and 2. But the 8 car had a real good 3 and 4 there, but we clear him.
18.752.
Oh, 1 car. Jesus. The 8 car got in the back of us. I was trying to check up for the 1 because he was having like a cut down line there. I was trying not to get in the back of him. Cause I saw exactly what he was doing. Like he went up high and then trying to get that straight line down off the corner. He goes up high in 3 and 4. Trying to get anything he can on the 2, but 2's very fast. Jacob. Chris is in the 1. The 8 car is doing quite well. Ken got by him on the bottom now. That was a good entrance to turn 3. If I can consistently do that, that'd be great. The thing is, I don't think I can. I gotta work on it.
4, 3. Come on now. Come on. 10 to go, baby.
10 laps to go. 8 cars holding him off, though. I thought Ken got by him, but the 8 cars hold him off. And see, I missed the entrance there in turn 3 and slid up. Ken gets him in turn 3, but the 8's getting him in Joseph of the 8 of Joseph is getting him in 1 and 2 being on the top. He's doing really well. Thanks for holding him off as long as you can. Ken looks like he's getting by him though. This has definitely been a better run for me than the last green flag. Like speed wise, because I'm like somewhat keeping up with these guys, which is awesome to see. Very happy with myself on that. They're running like opposite lines of each other, which is pretty cool to see. You can get that working at Knoxville. You can get so many lanes working. Because I remember watching the like pro race early in the week. I think it was what, Monday or Tuesday, whatever they race. It was here at Knoxville, and they were like 3-4 wide, track completely slicked off and stuff. It was pretty cool. But Ken, I think, finally got by Joseph there on the bottom. Those two are kind of walking away from me a little bit now. Missing the bottom, didn't get it rotated in. But Ken being stuck on the bottom, either that or he's choosing to run the bottom now, I'm not sure. I feel like it's helping me for him not catching me. Joseph's doing a hell of a job on the outside though. Chris goes to the bottom, he's trying to slider, not gonna quite make it work. He's gonna get side by side with Todd, or Jacob up there. I was thinking Todd because of his last name. Like, I'm not doing terrible, I'm not doing great. I'd say I'm doing decent. I'm very happy with the progress I made through this race and just keeping to my guns on my throttle control. I've been a lot better at that this race than I have in the past. And that's why I'm in third at least. Got lucky with Ken and Chris wrecking early, because I don't think we would have gotten by Ken if he didn't get in that wreck and go to the back. Missed that corner. I had to try to use the throttle to get it to turn, but we only got 1 lap left. Let's go. And maybe those two will wreck each other. I don't think so. I think they race pretty clean and everything, it seems like. But we're somehow going to bring it home third in this race. Very shocked by that. Yeah, that was a very fun race.
You too, man. Good way to come back.
Who ended up getting third or fourth there?
Thanks. I'm glad
Joseph ended up holding them off. Good run by Joseph there on the outside. He was flying.
Hell fun, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. That's funny. Using his last name, but it's a funny last name to use it.
Yeah, once again, I'm sorry, Mr. Peters.
Yeah, I think he understands that. It was good
I'm
racing.
glad I got back.
Dude, he was so quick, though. Getting back through the field. That's nuts. But let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah, both of us. Mr. Bean, that was a blast, man. Yeah, right?
Yeah, that was a good race in my mirror, I could see. But let's see what happens in this race. I was terrified there with the 7 car. Him and the 13 barely clicked together there, but he sent it in on the bottom, and I thought we were getting nailed there. I really did. Thank God he checked up. What happened here? 16 car gets clipped by the 11, then blinks, and then he ends up flipping. Oh yeah, he's flipping. I don't know if he blinked initially for the 11 to get into him. Didn't really see like the full thing. 6 cars slid up, 13 just hit the brakes to try to miss him. 9 car into the wall back there. Here is Ken and Chris. What happened to them? Yeah, Chris was sliding up there. It was a clean slider, and Ken was trying to stay right on his bumper and just didn't check up enough. But that is your iRacing physics for you. Like, he's like really not even touching him. If anything, he barely taps him, but it just starts to spin him around, and there's nothing Ken can do at that point once he tapped him once. Like, these cars are so fragile in the back. Like, when you tap them, that they'll wreck. And I think Ken came to a stop, so he put himself in the back. That's probably why. But yeah, that's rough one, because he was trying to keep it clean, but just stay right on his bumper for that. Those two get together. The 9 car kind of slid up on the 6 there down the back stretch. I know it's going to probably show the 7 and I clipping together a couple times because I think I was a little bit off the wall, but I was trying to stay out of it, but I kept hitting it a bunch. Just like that. This is probably one of those times. It was lap 6. This was either, yeah, the time where I got in the wall, because I got into it a few times, or I got into him. 11 car went in super deep, just straight lined it though. But it was nice 2 long runs in that race. That was fun. We had like 2 quick cautions, which was unfortunate. If we didn't get the wreck with Ken and Chris, though, I think we would have gone green for quite some time. It seemed like just those 2 were running so tight to each other. But look at Chris right there, just running the bottom, while most other people are running the top. Like the 8 and I are running the top. I'm getting by Thomas on the bottom. I was able to work that outside, though. I'm very happy I got by him. Ken trying to work his way back up through the traffic. He ended up getting back up to 5th, though, by the end of the race. Him and the 8 had a hell of a race. Good battle by them. I know Chris got into me slightly going into, I think, turn 1 this lap or something. Oh, no, it was in turn 3, because I was, like, running top and then back to the bottom in 3 and 4, and he was really aggressive on entrance. I just missed the bottom. So he had a lot better speed than I did, and he did nothing wrong there. I just missed the corner. And then something happened with the 7 car, I think that the 7 car ended up being the next and last caution, actually. 10 car missing the corner, just get straight lined. Ooh, Ken. Oh, that sucks. 10 car was all over the place. Like, he missed the bottom in this corner, and his car was just straight, came up into the 7, and then got 2 sideways, came back down, nailed Ken, and then came back up and nailed the 7 car, and then everybody else misses them, but that brings out that caution. So that's unfortunate. Ken just in the wrong place, wrong time. He gets some damage, but luckily it didn't hurt him for the rest of the race, and then the rest of this was just green racing. Real tight racing behind me. Like, these 2 battled the entire race behind me. Like, Ken on the bottom in the 4, Joseph on the top in the 8. Like, that was a great battle all race, and I want to see how close it was there at the end. Because how close was it on the board? It was, what, like less than, oh, it was like a 10th and a half, but I think Ken might have just gassed it up and got sideways. Yeah, he's in the wall a little bit, but that was the end of the race. I want to go back to where they crossed the line, though, because I want to see that last lap, because Ken had it going into the lap, I believe. Yeah, look, he started the lap going into white flag right here side by side. He had him on the bottom. I'm just shocked he never threw a slider to go up the track. Really shocked by that, but great racing overall. 8 car was getting that hooked on the outside. Yeah, he had a real good 3 and 4. I think Ken was just gassing up a little bit too much, trying to get everything he could out of it, but great race. Somehow we'll take home a 3rd. I'm very happy about that. That was a ton of fun, and I feel like I'm getting a little better. Still don't have the kind of speed they do. I need to get a little bit better at that, but I stuck to my guns on my throttle control, and it really paid out towards the end, because the 7 and I had a real good battle, I think, like through here. Yeah, we had like a really good battle. Because I think we tapped a couple times on the front stretch, but I was getting the top working, he was getting the bottom. I thought he was going to slide us at some point and never did. And I think he like pinched me off of one of the corners. He apologized for it, which is fine. It happens. I think it might have been here. He had like a good run off of turn 2. I got a little too sideways, and we just barely clipped together. Really, it should have just bent in his back right a little bit, but then he overdrove turn 3. We get back on his inside. But I was like happy with how I did on the throttle down here. I really was just managing it, trying to keep the car straight, not getting too sideways in the slick and everything, because it is very slick down there where I was running. But I luckily was able to make it work. And then I actually threw a decent slider too. Like, I didn't go flying up the track, getting too sideways or anything like that. The 2 car was gone at this point if it stayed green. But threw a decent slider, got back up to the grip where I wanted to. Thomas had a decent crossover, but didn't throw him back, and I get up in the wall again. That was the one issue I had. I kept getting in the wall in the straightaways. That's something I really need to work on next, because my throttle control was decent. Thomas could have just pulled up in front of us, but decided to keep running the bottom, which that's fine. That gave us the opportunity to get by him, which was awesome. Because maybe he was looking in his mirror and saw Chris flying up in that pink and green car, like lime green and pink car, running the bottom, because he was absolutely flying down there. He missed the turn 1 and 2 there, and Chris slightly gets into him. They're 3 wide, and that's what gets me by him. So, great battle. That was a lot of fun. Somehow we came home third after all that. I thought for sure Ken was going to come back up and get back by us, but he had a hell of a battle with Joseph the entire race, like the back half of the race. So, I'll take that. Very happy. Car number 3 should gain some iRating. Let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. All right, results in. Strength of field wasn't too high. It was only 1,700, but I was car number 3, so I know these guys had pretty decent iRating. Chris had over 6K, and then Jacob's over 4,800, which is crazy. What was Ken? Because I know he's pretty decent too. He's almost at 3,700, so he's very close to 4K. After that, dropped down over 1,000 to about 23.5. And just some of the back guys are probably real low. Yeah, 300. Yeah, they're all under 1,000 back here who didn't race, which may be why they have that low, because they didn't race at all. So maybe they do that a few times and they just drop a ton of iRating. It happens. But so the strength of field was low. Racing was great though up front. Joseph in the 8 had a hell of a run. He's only at 1,600 iRating, but that shows you iRating doesn't mean too much really. It all depends on just how clean they are, and he was very clean. He's an A-class driver, so great race by Joseph there. That was really good, because he was pretty close to me too for the most part. And then I started picking it up there a little bit in the last like 5-6 laps, I think, compared to them, because they were battling side by side for so long. I think the bottom in 3 and 4 just let me pull away a little bit when I hit it right, which was nice. So we gained 17 iRating. I'll take it, mid 4,100s. And almost up to over 4 safety as well, which is awesome. Hopefully we can get that in the street stock race we do later this week. I don't even know where they're at this week, but we're going to be running that. And good race up front, though. Jacob was gone for the longest time until that caution. Chris and him had a decent battle there. And just unfortunate with what happened with Ken and Chris, because I think they would have been a hell of a 3-way battle up front if it stayed green and they didn't wreck together, because Jacob just kind of ran away with it, didn't have to pass either of them. So would have been interesting to see if he could have gotten actually by them and drove away with it like he did. But they're all very fast, very good racing. But appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the racing. I feel like I worked on my like throttle control pretty well in this race. Very happy about that, and trying to get better every race and just trying to get a little bit quicker. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the racing. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.